like I never left. If you're looking for something delicious, then you are in the right space. Update that I heard my phone ringing. The cell tower got hit with that storm, so it's been off and on, you guys. Anywho, update. I have my credentials, but a lot of people don't have their credentials, so my first day at our seasonal gig is interesting at best. But anywho, we're working through that. I love that I have a delicious little hole here in my shirt. Nobody knows why. Probably because I wear the heck up out of my tank tops. But I have showed up and popped up because I am going to make pizza. We have not eaten either breakfast or lunch, so I have to do that. What is up, Mary? Nobody knows why I had to sing that, but I did. And I feel bad because Mary was trying to take her braids out last night and she didn't get it done. And I feel like if I had been there, Mary, we could have done it together. I could have helped you get your braids out. I used to actually braid my hair. And my least favorite time was when I had to take my braids down and then put them back in. That was always the situation. But thank you for being here, Mary. Keisha, from Keisha the Stylist. I'm doing a lot of singing today, you guys. So, no bother, you guys. So I am going to try to make this here pizza. So, I'm a little bit agitated because we bought this dough from, oh, you're still undoing them, Mary? Oh, Lord. Nothing much, just about to try to make this pizza Adrian and I have not eaten yet. Let me see if I can show you guys. I know, you're up in my whole face right now, but. So we got this dough from Aldi, and apparently it has jalapenos in it. And it's kind of agitating me a little bit, if I'm being honest, because as you can see, that dough, it started frozen, and I get that it was going to take a second to kind of rise itself up, but it's not rising very much. Sometimes that happens with Aldi dough. Usually when I make my dough, I over yeast my dough. I yeast the heck up out of my dough because I like a nice puffy dough. But when I'm using somebody else's dough, I just have a kind of deal. And so I'm using all these dough, and I'm just having to deal with that. But anyway, I'm going to put you guys up on my fancy tripod that Keisha from Keisha the Stylist influenced me. That's right, Keish. I got my little bendy boo. My little bendy boo because of you. So when I'm sitting on my desk, you guys, doing my lives, this is what it's sitting on. Is one of these little bendy bad boys. I think I got this for like, I don't even know. What's up from Punjab? Or from Punjab? Yes. Hello. Welcome in. Thanks for being here. Thank you for throwing a thumbs up. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you guys so much. We're about to cook a little pizza. I'm saying what's up to y'all, and then I'm set y'all on the counter. And we're going to cook this dang pizza because A-Train hasn't eaten, and nor have I already. So let's see. He says, my sound is coming in and out. I wonder if it's because my hand is on the phone and I'm doing something weird. We're going to see. You never know. So let me know if it continues, Keish, or if it is getting better. So I'm going to set you guys up on my tripod. Oh, Lord. Oh, come on, phone. Don't disrespect us. Here we go. So I'm going to set you guys up here so you guys can see what I am doing. Oh, I get it. I know what's happening. Oh. Hopefully you guys can hear me a little bit better now. Sorry, one thing I will say about this tripod is it can be a challenge. But anywho, here we go. Hopefully that's good. Hopefully you guys aren't too crooked. See if we can't get you down here. Fair enough, right? We're gonna go with this. This is what we're going with. So we're gonna see how it works, and we're gonna try to get this pizza made and in the oven. You got me up, babe? Can you see how it looks? I'll come in and take a look too. Thank you. If you don't mind, while I pull together my cheese and my other accoutrements. What's going on? Okay. All right. Well, I heard you, or I saw you, Keish. So hopefully it fixes itself. If not, let me know. So we're coming through the pan here. My old busted, beat up pan that I've made many a pizza on. I said, it's still doing it. Let me see if it's on my end. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to come down with a little bit of olive oil here. And I find that olive oil is not sufficient, so made all my nonsense. Let me get some nonsense out over here, you guys. I'm going to get a partial stick of butter, because it's butter. Okay. Oh, I thought we got more bags, babe. Oh, weird. We didn't get any sandwich bags? No. Oh, poop. I didn't even see any quart bags. I just saw gallon bags. Anyway, thank you guys so much for coming in and throwing your thumbs up. I'm just moving the olive oil around on the tray with butter. And I find that doing this specifically for these type of trays keeps it from sticking. You need almost like a solid fat, if that makes sense, as opposed to just olive oil. At least for this old pan. And she and I have done a lot together, so I kind of know her pretty well. So I'm gonna throw some butter down. Plus the butter makes the crust taste better. So we're gonna see how it is. Hey babe, can you pop your volume up for a second and tell me if it's coming through crazy? Keisha was saying she was having trouble. Give it to me. Let's set this to the side for a second, you guys, and gonna get my cheese mixed up. So this is just fresh shredded mozzarella. A-Train was nice enough to shred that for us. I'm gonna add a little something to it. Anything going on? I'm adding some Great Value brand shredded. It cleared up. Got it. So I'm adding some Great Value brand Parmesan to it. It's finely shredded because I kind of want a nice little bite in my cheese today. And Parmesan has a little funk, you know. It's not George Clinton funk, but it's funky enough for me. So let me get that going. I'm just going back and forth to the fridge, you guys, as we work this out. I'm also going to get myself a water, because it's hot. I don't know if it's hot where you guys are, but it's very hot here. I'm going to be going in with some red chili flakes, because you guys know I like it spicy. I also have a little spice in my sauce, and I'll show you guys that sauce in a minute. Go in with some of that. Usually I like to put a little bit of raw garlic in my cheese too, but we ran out of raw garlic. Just kicking this around. Whenever you're messing with cheese like this, you don't want to touch it directly because the heat from your hand will make the cheese stick to you, because the cheese starts to almost melt right away. But anywho, really quick little bam boogie on that. Not a lot of light over here. You guys know I usually like to light myself up, but so be it. That is our cheese mixture. I'm using uncured salami today. Fat stack of salami. Of course, I won't be using all of these, but I do have a bag. I'll probably use that same bag for what I don't use. All right. So I think all of our components are here. What's up? Also going to get myself a thing of olives, because I love black olives. I like to buy my black olives in these instead of the can, because these last forever, and it's just like the right serving size amount of black olives. So I love that. I love that for me. So here's our dough, and once again, I really wanted our dough to rise better than this, but this is what we got, right? It's not the 2 turntables, and it certainly is not the microphone, but we're going to let it go. So I'm going to raise my oven. I had my oven on because I was trying to coax my dough into growing higher. I'm going to turn my oven to 4 1/4, and that is Fahrenheit for those of you guys who are somewhere else utilizing Celsius, because 425 degrees Celsius would be like the face of the sun. I don't think I've ever had salami on pizza. It tastes like pepperoni for the most part to me. So, coming out with my dough. She feels right, but she could have been better. Ooh, I also forgot to tell you guys, this particular dough, let me move it back over so you guys can see, has jalapenos in it. It has jalapeno chunks in it. Let me get this up so you guys can see. I don't know if you guys are seeing because my light's a little shatastic over here, but it's got jalapeno chunks in it. I think it's pretty cool. So, that's what we're doing, you guys. We are getting this pizza. Now, see, if she had bothered to raise a little bit more, trying to get her on this sheet pan would have been easier. When your dough is not doing what you want her to do, it's always a scene, but we're going to make it work. All you got to do is just kind of keep stretching it. If it was warmer and she was, she had risen, this would be easier, but it's not going to be impossible. I probably should have just made my own dough. In the amount of time I gave this dough to rise, I could have literally made a dough from scratch. But we had this dough, and I wanted to take a side cut. So that's what we're doing. Let me get back over here so you guys can see me. So I'm just keep trying to coax her to the edges so that I have a nice good crust because I like that, and so that she fills my pan. So that's all I'm doing right now. Trying to warm her up with my hand gestures and get her to fill my pan and get her to stop and stay. So we kind of have that. You can see she's given me a little bit better treatment than she did before. What's up, Leoxy? How are you? So just giving her some time to fill in, kind of coaxing her around. Again, I like a good crust, so you see me kind of pushing it out to get it to the edges, and that's what we're doing. Now, a little bit different than a lot of pizzas that I do, I am actually going to put sauce on this, which I know probably strikes some of you guys as crazy because normally I don't sauce my pizza, at least not like most people, but we are going to sauce it up today. Oh, the in and out sound is going back? That's funny because I haven't touched it. So if it is, I apologize, you guys, because there's nothing I can do about that. It's probably just their way of making sure that only 5 people are in here at any given time. There's nothing I can do about that. But thank you, Keish, for letting me know. So, earlier, I heated up just a quick sauce. It looks like my oven has come up to temp. So this is basically just a pan of crushed tomatoes, and then I just seasoned it with just a little bit of tarragon, put in some, some dried parm, and some hot chili powder. So that's what we got. That's what we're going to be using as our sauce. And she's loose. She's very loose. She's very thin. Very different than some of the sauces that I've had, but so be it. We're going for a different kind of pizza today. So there we go. We're going to get that sauce down. Get this out of my way. Oh, is she still on? She's still on in the bag. That's probably why she's still warm. So we're going to sauce as much as we can, crust to crust, because that's the game we're playing today. We're going to make this a saucy girl. She going to be saucy. So right away, I can tell that my dough, since I took her out in the open air, she's definitely, and I started messing with her, warming her up with my hands, she's definitely doing better. So I think this is still going to be a good pizza. So there we go. Now, I'm going to do 2 layers of salami. I'm going to do a layer of salami on my sauce, and then I'm going to do my cheese, and then I'm going to do some more salami on top of that. And these are thin slices. These are tin. Do you see how thin that is? That was my joke the other day about that salmon I got from Dollar Tree. These slices of salami are Shein tank top thin. All right? That's how thin they are. So I'm just going to go down here with a nice layer of salami right down here at the bottom. Kind of nice to have that little flavor down here. We'll do a little circle here in the center. Bada bing, bada boom. She's looking good. Now we're going to go in with our chives. And we put some red chili flakes in here. And this is a combination of both mozzarella and some sharp and pungent Parmesan. So hopefully you guys can see me here. It's going to kind of get fancy. This is why I have a cutting board underneath myself, because, you know, I might make a mess because I'm going crust to crust here. So as you push the cheese out, you know, you might lose some of it, and you don't want that all over your counter if you can help it. Although I'll still probably get some on my counter. But anyway, here we go. We're going in fully with the cheese. And this, because we're using that Parmesan and it is a dry cheese, and the mozzarella I used is a whole milk, low moisture cheese, we're going to get a nice kind of crispy style browner crust rather than a blonde crust, which is actually my preference. So I'm excited about that. So let me clean a little bit of this up. Let me get my olives out. Oh, turn off the olives. So again, I like to buy my black olives in the cup like this. It's just easier because that way you get what you need and you don't get more. So let me see. Oh, none of my little knives are clean. So we're going to have to use this gigantic knife. And I'm just going to do just a rough chop. You know, this isn't like rocket science. It's like pizza. So I'm going to do a couple of rough chops on these olives. Get them on the pizza. And then we're going to put down another layer of salami because I like that top layer to be crispy. What's up, Ams? Ams' day is off today, you guys. She is off today. And she's been hanging out with your girl almost all day. So I appreciate you for that, Ams. Just making a pizza. Aaron and I have not had breakfast or lunch. So we are just doing what we can to get that going. Putting some black olives on, as you can see. And don't skimp. Do you know what I'm saying? This isn't like when you have to pay extra for the damn toppings. You're at the house, right? So don't sell yourself short on the toppings. Go in on the toppings. That's what I say. Or on whatever it is that you like, obviously. Here we go. Nice little black olive action. And it'll be nice because black olives to me add that little salty, briny, funky touch. If you haven't noticed, I obviously like funky flavors because that's what we're really largely going for today. Let me get this stuff out of my way. Let me drop kick this into the fridge. I knew better than to put on black yoga pants, but that's all I'm wearing ever here. But for whatever reason, black yoga pants have a tendency to look see-through on camera, so I'm going to stay out the camera. So we're going on with the rest of our salumi on top here. Is it happening? There we go. And this is like my crisp layer. And I'm going to shingle this because I really want this to get really crispy. I want a big crispy layer of salami. Am I about to use this whole thing of salami? It might be about to happen. What'd you say? That is a lot of salami. Yeah, it is, Boy XD. Yes, it is. So we're just shingling a nice layer of what is going to be some very crispy salami. Right on top here. Boom. I'm loving every last piece of it. So we used almost that whole pack of salami, which is fine by me. Because really it was only like, I think 6 ounces of salami. Put the rest of that up there. I'm going to press this down so everything is homogenized and delightful. Get rid of this sauce that has overspilled. And now we're going to go into the oven at 4 1/4 and see what we can pull together, you guys. Oh, yeah. It's happening. Let me get this out of the way. How is everybody doing so far today? Hopefully everybody is well. Hopefully you guys are having a good Monday so far. I am going to perform a small amount of cleanup really quick. I realize that it is not fun to watch, but it is absolutely necessary. All right. So, boom, shakalaka, laka, shakalaka, boom. Oh my God, babe, if you look outside, the cutest little tiny dog is running around. Oh, you missed him. He was all leg and spirit. Teeny tiny guy. Okay. Here we go. So, while we're waiting for that, I need to go check my computer. I'll take you guys along with me. What's up? Y'all back in my face now. Let's see what's going on. Babe, if it looks like I have forgotten, can you remind me that that pizza's in there?
Sure.
Walking back into my office to, whoa, y'all were all up in my business, to check my computer. Sorry. Try to get you guys situated back here while we wait. What is going on here? Why did my Teams go down? Nobody knows. I have to check my computer, you guys. Because for some unnatural reason, my Teams just went down on me. Are you laughing at me, boy, Axie? That's hilarious. Teams, where'd you go? Where did you go, Teams? I suppose if I'm going to be live, I should go out of my way to not have on outfits that have holes on them, should I? But it is. It is what it is. Okay. Let me delete. Are you one of those people who keeps your trash box deleted? Because I sure do. Don't worry about it, Mary. I understand. I understand. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of. Why would I not? Permanently deleted. Permanently deleted. Yes. Okay. So we're good. We've got our Teams back up in case anybody wants to chit chat with us. Yeah, it's kind of quiet out here. And you know how it is in my lives. I don't usually get too much traffic. I don't know why. Maybe I don't do enough lives. Maybe they're just trying to C-block me. We don't know. But I don't, get as many as I would like. But we're going to try to figure out if we can balance this and everything else that we're doing so that we can get the WH. Oh, I thought this guy, as soon as I turned it on, I thought this guy was talking about the WH too. I was like, what does he know about the WH? Sir, I'm going to need you to calm yourself, Kayate. But anywho, I hope everybody's having a good Monday. Is it still Monday where everybody is? What time is it? It is 1:52 in the afternoon here. And it is hot. Like way hot. And all of a sudden now all I can see is the hole in my shirt. That's all I can see. I should have done better, right? I should have done better. I'm trying to get as much rest as I can. Keish, yeah, isn't this your day off? Your first day off? Because you were working all last week. Really good kind of week in the life vlog though, Keish. I really liked that. I loved it. It was a really good snapshot. What am I talking about? Of your life and what you had going on. I do wish you had shown, I think you were like, oh, well, you guys have already seen it, but I do wish that you had shown more about what you do at Walmart because I still don't know. And I'm like, I'm your friend and I don't know. And I just think, I'm sorry, I'm shaking you guys around, but I thought maybe like people didn't understand what you were saying that you do. I think I got that you like put, you style the mannequins and stuff, but I didn't understand the rest. So yeah, maybe next time if you do it, don't be afraid to show more of the process because I didn't fully understand what you did. So don't be afraid to show more if you're comfortable with it, I guess, is maybe the best way to say that. Yeah. I don't know. I was keeping you guys on because I didn't know if you wanted to see the process start to finish in terms of the pizza. Plus, it'd be helpful because I could turn it into a little short ski. But I was also hoping to be able to get a little group going in here. And YT was like, not today, baby cakes, not today. It's kind of hard to do in the moment because I'm using my hands. That's fair. Don't you have one of these bendy windy thingies? like bendy windy thingies. The bendy windy thing that I'm on that you gave me. Don't you have one of those? A bendy windy thing? It's a bendy windy. Mm. One second. I'm going to flip you guys that way so that you can look at my plant and at my modified craft closet. How you doing? Oh, that's cool. We got you in, huh? Oh, I'm back. And I'm back. What is up, Title Pro? Smash that like button. What is up, Rockstar? What is up? Oh yeah, go ahead, get yourself some rest, my friend. That's what life is about. I don't know if you guys know who JD is, but JD has an impressive quantity of energy. And I think every day I need JD energy. That's always what I think to myself. Is I always think to myself, if I had JD energy, I'd be good. I need to find a way to get some JD energy. If anybody knows or has some JD energy, I will take it. Send it to me. When did this get sent? Try to the same old thing, be okay, work. Yes, you are getting it in. Oh, here we go. Got a Teams message, you guys. Let me check that out. Sending messages back and forth, you guys. That's what work for me is. It's just a series of email messages that go back and forth. I'm talking to you guys, chatting with people from all over the dang country, and that's what I'm doing. Sorry, I'm shaking you guys around. I was able to get up, and I am now connected with Teams. The send button is way down here. I don't like how Google... Does anybody else have Google email, or is everybody else smarter than me and doesn't have it? Not Google email, Yahoo. I don't know why I chose Yahoo, but their interface is less than stellar times. It's less than stellar, you guys, for sure. Oh, babe, the free offer is totally different. This time it's 5A Creamy Dream Cultured Cream Dessert. It's not an energy drink. Crazy. There's this local grocery store that loves to send us like free stuff every week. And the free stuff is usually an energy drink. But apparently this time around, it was Faye yogurt situation. Which is pretty good. Ooh, maybe it's dead in here because it looks like every person on the face of the planet is live. And I feel like in the scheme of lives, I get prioritized further down the list, which is fine by me. But yeah, it looks like there's a lot of live action going on. I still have and use my original AOL. Are you serious, Title? Your original AOL email? Holy poop. Does it still, I mean, I guess it still works. I don't even know what my original AOL email was. That was so long ago. Title, I did not realize you were, not aging you, but I didn't realize that you were old enough to have an AOL email. That's funny. So Title Pro probably remembers VHS tapes along with me. I still think I have a couple of VH tapes. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with them because, like, does anybody even have a VCR? But I do have VHS tapes. I have a Hotmail address. Oh, Lord. For real? What in the world? Oh, no, not a Hotmail address. Hope all is well. Working on some family issues. Let's see. I'm old, be okay from the dial-up days. Oh, Title. I bet you're not as old as you think you are. I bet you're not as old as you think you are. But, yeah. What does it even mean to be old these days? Does it really mean anything? I feel like these days, if you're over the age of 15, you might be considered old. But no. Crazy morning. I thought I was going to be like knee deep in serious busyness right now. And mostly what I've been doing is a lot of hurry up and wait. Hurry up and wait. Because like I said, I've been up since 6. I logged in. Obviously, I was logged into my other business computers. I have like, I'm literally sitting in front of 2 laptops right now. And then I have 3 laptops over here. And I haven't put my other laptop up yet that I would normally have up. So I've just been on these 2 since 8. One of them since 6 when I got. That's the kind of life I'm over here living. And obviously all the support that you're out here providing for people. I was on Adrian from Cozy Home Lives live earlier today. I was in World of Ragus. Is it Ragus or Ragus? I'm probably saying that wrong. I was on his live earlier today. I still in another house looking at JD. There's a lot. It's a lot. Plus, I don't know if I told you this, Keish, because I don't know if you replied to my email or not. But here's the thing. When we had that storm the other night, you remember I was telling you I was washing Sinners, and the dang the internet went down. So the internet on the house internet went down, but so did the internet on the phone, and then it didn't come back. So now my phone, both Aaron and my phone, has been going in and out. So sometimes you can call me, sometimes you can text me, but sometimes you cannot. And so that's been a situation. My dad freaked out because he couldn't get a hold of either one of us. So he's been emailing me to know that I'm okay, but yeah. No, your text did not go through because I didn't get it because the situation is crazy. But they're saying that there's a good chance that it'll be fixed by tomorrow afternoon. LJ, of course he comes. LJ doesn't even come in the room and say hi to me. LJ comes in the room and says hi to Keish. LJ is like, listen, I'm not going to say hi to be okay because she married. So he says hi to the nearest, most, beautiful single woman. That's what he did. Do you guys notice that? How LJ did that? I noticed LJ. I noticed how it happened. Let me go check this pizza that we started making here. But welcome, LJ, even though you're going to say hi to Quiche before me. Welcome. I'm going to give you guys something cool to look at. Woo! That's our plant, Ross. Let me check this pizza, y'all. Whew, let me sit back down, y'all. Let me sit back down. I can confirm that that pizza is amazing looking. But don't worry, you guys will see. I'd say probably in the next 5 or 10 minutes, I'm gonna get up, walk in the kitchen, I'll set you guys up on the counter, I'll pull the pizza out, and then everybody who's been here from the beginning will be able to see the majesty that this pizza is. Keisha's laughing. Sensing beautiful singles is my talent. LJ, is that your spirit guide? I love it. I just be kicking y'all all over the place. I'm so sorry for shaking you guys about. I hope nobody is being damaged. Oh, Keish gonna ask me how Sinners was. Oh, Keish, let me put my glasses up. Oh, Keish. How was Sinners? I did a little, I said a little something about this earlier, but I'm guessing you're probably getting your sleep, thank goodness. But I'll say it again. Keish knows me as an author, and I don't know if you know this or not, Keish, but Keish and I have been friends for a while, so she probably knows this about me too. But I'm a cinephile, right? I've seen tens of thousands of movies, like from all over the place, right? Like from low budget movies that were clearly shot on a damn iPhone to high quality films, if that's what you want to call it. I don't want to say high quality, but big budget, because big budget does not mean high quality. Let me be clear about that. Foreign films, I watch anything, right? So I feel like I'm a pretty good judge of movie character, if that makes sense. And maybe it was that Sinners had so much up, right? Like everybody, including my brother, who started college as a film student, said that it was worth the watch. So I thought it's worth the watch, right? Michael B. Jordan, I assumed he was going to take his shirt off. I was like, let me go check this out. Sorry for shaking you guys. So here's what I would say. Sorry, that was a long drawn out way to say what I'm about to say, Keish, about the movie. I'll say what I said earlier. I said all that to say that as a writer, I believe in having stories that feel like something. Like when you finish reading it or when you finish watching a movie, you feel something. You were engaged. The characters engaged you. Something happened, right? Something occurred. I didn't feel like that when I finished that film. It felt like, and I will say what I said earlier again, that it was written by a machine. Because it was like, you know, and this is the thing that I think is weird, like people using the AI or whatever to write books or whatever, is this. You can. There's not, I mean, I'm sure you can, but I'm also sure that when the person finishes the story, they're not going to feel like anything because it's going to lack, the nuance. And so it felt like a grab bag of concepts had been thrown together to make a movie that was designed to make money. And that was it. I didn't feel any connection to any of the characters. I didn't understand or feel connected to anything that they were doing. It felt like it was on a juggernaut. It moved so quickly that I didn't understand what was happening. I was like, wait, what? And there were so many instances where I was like, what was that about? And I will also say this, and this is the part that Keish, perk your ears up, baby girl. Keish will watch a musical, right? Keish went to Wicked. Keish loved Wicked. I'm guessing Keish is open for musicals. I'm not open to musicals, right? Ever since Grease, I'm like, I'm good on the musical, right? Not to say that Grease is a bad movie, but I just don't like sing-alongs, so I'm fine. But if you're going to have a movie, and let me not say that because I did like 5 Heartbeats, and I guess the original Color Purple, somewhat of a musical. I like those type of things, right? Where it's not like an overt musical, like where every 5 seconds someone is bursting into song. I don't like that. I said all that to say this. I don't know if anybody has said this about Sinners yet, but it was like a musical. It was too musical for me. Like, music was, and it wasn't good. Like, as somebody who grew up going to the theater because my mother was an actress and did local theater, and she just knew a lot of people in that circle, so I was always at the theater. And almost all pieces of theater include a musical element, from what I could tell growing up. I would say this: it wasn't good. There was no song in it that made me feel something. Part of the reason that music is used inside of theater and in musicals is it's supposed to like really engage your emotions and get you vested in what's happening. I did not feel that way from their songs. And there is, and I don't want to give anything away because I don't want to pull spoiler alerts, but there was a scene where you could clearly tell, we got to go to the kitchen, you guys, that they wanted you to feel something, but I felt nothing. Other than annoyed. I felt annoyed, if that's what we want to talk about. The annoyance was definitely there. So, that is all I can say about that. Now, let's pull this dang pizza out because I'm sure that it's almost done. So, let's get you guys situated. Again, let me cock you guys back down. Woo, woo, woo. Everybody in the club getting tipsy. Ooh, 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 ooh. Let me see what's going on. Let me take my sweater off. How you doing there, baby? Pizza smells good. And last time I checked, it looked good. So we're hoping for the best here. Gotta get my hands washed. But anyway, Quiche, I'd say go ahead and watch it. I would not stop a person from watching it. But I would be lying if I said it was good, because I don't want to be one of those people who told me it was good. And then I come to find out that it didn't do it for me. Maybe it'll do it for you. But I gotta be honest, it did not, under any circumstances, do it for me. So, let me go get my stuff together. LJ says, first time at a theater, I watched Wizard of Oz. What did Title Pro say? Grease and Wizard of Oz are my top 2 movies of all time. I did not know that. I do love Wizard of Oz, but I very specifically love The Wiz. The Wiz, to me, great movie. Oh, she's perfect. Wait till you guys see this pizza. Wait till Baby Pants sees this pizza. I'm going in here with the dang tongs because now y'all not about to burn my hands off. But you'll see why we put that salami on the top. Oh, yeah. She is delicious looking. Can we see this? Are we seeing this? Are you guys seeing what we're dealing with here? You see that crispy salami? Getting fancy? That's why we did what we did. She's going to lift off. Perfect. She's a little soft on the bottom for my taste, but that's because we have her on this. And I didn't preheat it. Maybe I'll slide her back in for a hot, quick second. I'm going to slide her in so that we can get the crust a little bit crispier. Come on now, don't disrespect me on TV now. There we go. So we got her to slide off relatively cleanly. I'm not mad at her. And now I'm going to put her back in the oven for just 2 seconds while we attempt to crisp up that crust. Let's go back in. But that's how she's looking, y'all. That's how she's looking. Let me go back in for a hot, quick second. Oh, Lord. Come on, that oven is hot, y'all. That oven did not come to play with y'all. Let me be clear about that. That oven did not come to play with y'all. Y'all was up in my face. Why y'all like that? Why y'all like this? But anywho, I'm sorry, Quiche. I hope that didn't ruin it for you. I felt like it got ruined for me. I was really hoping that movie was going to be incredible because, again, I love Michael B. Jordan, okay? Ever since I saw Michael B. Jordan play Killmonger in the freaking Black Panther situation, I was sold. I was sold. And that's why I thought this is going to be good. I'd say the movie overall didn't require anybody to act. It didn't require actors. Does that make sense? And I wonder if some of those people weren't computer generated. Oh, Lord, I'm saying all the bad things about this poor movie. But it made me feel like some of the people might have been computer generated sometimes. Which I guess is not an unusual thing inside of cinema now. Ooh, see, I never saw a Fruitvale Station. I understood what the movie was about, and I just avoid movies like that. I'm just like, no. I have enough reasons to already be feeling some sort of way, and so I try to avoid things that make me feel some sort of way. Wakanda was awful. LJ. Oh, you mean Black Panther? For reals? What didn't you like about it, LJ? LJ, you gotta tell us. When you hear from the realist South African that they hated Black Panther, I need to know what happened. What about it didn't you like, buddy? Because I gotta say, I don't know that I would watch it often, but I would say I liked the fight scenes. That's just me. I like action. And that was the other thing about Sinners that threw me off, you guys, is that, you know, the fight scenes or the action scenes didn't feel action-y to me. I wanted them to be filled with more action, and I didn't feel that way. It didn't feel like they tried. I think that's what I felt. Anywho, LJ, tell me what it is that you didn't like about the Black Panther. Let me put you guys back down because I am going to, this crust is not going to take very long, and I want to make sure we don't disrespect ourselves in this dang crust. Because the oven is very hot, so the crust is going to go quick. Okay. She's doing it right. Now, the saltiness of that crust, I wonder if that's being caused by that whack dough that refused to rise. I think it's doing pretty good. Are you okay with a slightly chewy crust as opposed to a super crispy one? Doing it. All right, well, I'm going to take her out on the rack first so that we can maintain where she's at. 2 turntables and a microphone. Good thing we got that stuff down at the bottom to catch the grease. Oh. Perfect. Oh my gosh. Babe, this is going to be delicious and delightful. So I do like to put it on a little bit of a rack because the crust will get crispier as she sits, but if you put her directly down on something solid, it will just steam itself out. So I'm gonna turn my oven off because it's 1,000 degrees outside. And it was probably irresponsible for me to turn the oven on to begin with. And we're gonna let it cool a little bit. And then I'm gonna get into it. Now let me see if I can't give you guys a little look-see, a little closer look-see. Let me get out of y'all's light. But do you see why we put the salami on top? That's what I'm talking about right there. That's what it's looking like. Delicious. Look at this crust. That looks really good, you guys. That looks really good. That's all I can say. Anywho, I'm about to eat this pizza, or I'm about to cut it up and serve it to Aaron so he can eat it with me. Because again, we have not eaten yet today. Let me see what's going on in the Chizat stream. I keep trying to cover up the fact that I've got this hole in my shirt that nobody knows about. But I feel like in my process of covering it up, I'm doing weirder stuff. Because like, what is this? Is this a fashion thing? Are we doing this now? Is this called a Turkish collar? Did I just start some new fashion business? Was that a Turkish collar? What's up, Anastasia? She's done chopping. Let's see. LJ said the storyline didn't make sense. I was very disappointed with it. I'm sorry about that, buddy. Keisha says, I watched Black Panther once because I love Chadwick Boseman and MBJ, but I wouldn't watch it again. That's fair. Yeah, it was making you hungry. What is up, Gail? How are you? How are you? I have finished cooking it. Did you see it, Anastasia? Let me walk over. I'll show it to you again. Just in case for the people who just came in. Thank you guys for throwing your thumbs up. So this is the pizza. And we did a very crispy pepperoni. And this is not my dough. I did not make this dough. This dough is one we got from the store. It has jalapeno peppers in it. But this is how that pizza came out. That's how it's looking. So I'm just letting it cool right now, and then I will cut some pieces for Aaron and I. Aaron will take a break, and we will be doing what we're doing. Did it make you hungry, Anastasia? Thank you, Gail. I appreciate you. Gail, it feels like you're new to me. If you are, welcome into the community. Thank you so much for choosing to subscribe. Hopefully, if you find something here you like, but there's no obligation. I just hope if you choose to subscribe that you'll watch the delicious videos, because I actually have a whole pizza video that I just did from start to finish where I made my own crust. And I prefer to make my own pizza crust, but I didn't have the time today. Anastasia's saying that she chopped for 3 hours. That's insanity. Anastasia is probably the coolest person. She is. She might be the coolest person. She's very strong. You do not want to get into an arm wrestle battle with Anastasia. I've told you guys this. I don't, because I'm pretty sure she would work me. Anyway, you guys, I am going to go ahead and end this live. Like I said, I'm going to try to do more of these kind of... We were sent over by Adrian. That's so cool, Gail. Thank you so much. I love Adrian. Adrian is freaking awesome. Anastasia's saying hi to LJ. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and close this down so that I could eat this pizza. I like to use naan bread for crust. That's a really cool kind of side cut, Title Pro. I think I've used that before too. Pita can sometimes work. There's a lot of good, what's that called? Shortcuts for those of us who are busy as all get out. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoy the rest of your day. I don't know if I'm going to pop up live again today. It's 2:22 here. Not sure what we got going on. But make sure to check out the critter cam that I dropped today because it was way cool. The raccoons were in the backyard getting it in. Eating corn on the cob. And they were raccoon babies, which I thought was really crazy. I didn't think we had seen any raccoon babies before, so there it is. Ooh, toaster oven shortcut. Ooh. I want to see Keish. How are you going to see Keish? Oh, you're saying you want to chit-chat? Well, here's the thing, LJ. If you want to talk to Keisha, Keisha has a channel. Keisha has a channel. Why don't you head on over and talk to Keish? Why don't you watch Keisha's video? Keisha's camera be up in Keisha's face all the damn time. That way you can go see what Keish look like. Get up into Keisha's business, you know? Look at me, Keish, sending LJ over your way. Anyway, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and close this down. Thank you guys so very much. I might go live again tomorrow morning. I'm trying to do this. I'm going to try to see if I can do this. It's a lot of live for your girl. It's a lot of live for your girl, but I'm going to try to see if I can't fit this into my work because, frankly, I can't make more videos because I don't have the time. So I'm going to have to find other ways to get my WH, and that may include more of these wonderful pop-up lives. Anyway, that was batty as hell. But anyway, I'm going to let you guys go. Everybody have a good rest of their what? Day. Bye.